Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Beer Rating with Sean Connors. The beer I have this week is another local beer, a local for here in Newfoundland. It's from Boomstick Brewery, and the beer is the Webber Black Lager. I've had a couple black lagers in my time. They've been interesting to say the least. A lot of them I found almost like a really light porter. I don't know if this is going to be the same way. You know, you got your porters and stouts. You had the kind of like coffee, chocolate flavor. The few black lagers I had, they had a little touch of that. So I don't know if this one's going to be the same. I've had one, maybe two Boomstick beers before. This one, alcohol content 6.1, so a little bit higher than regular beer. And on the side it says Zoinks. It says the Webber calls the dark crevices of the Humber River home. Humber River is out on the west coast of Newfoundland, or so we're told. We bring the legend to life in this nutty, roasty black lager with smooth notes of both coffee and chocolate lightly laced with Cascade hops like the Webber's Tangled, or is it Claude Cress. The preferred brew of bog monsters everywhere. So they say coffee and chocolate, and that's kind of as I mentioned. Actually, I didn't read that first, so. And brewed in Corner Brook, Newfoundland, strong beer. So I'm expecting it to. The chocolate and coffee, for me, that would be stout or porter-like. So we'll see if this one's the same. And stouts and porters, it's not that I don't like them, but for me, there's a time and place. It's not my regular go-to beer, but every now and then, I like a lager, or sorry, I like a stout or a porter. So we'll see how this one goes. So obviously, it's going to be dark. I've given my glass a quick cold water rinse as per usual. I haven't had too many black lagers. I think I had one in the Czech Republic when I did the beer spa. That was one of my episodes about 2 years ago. I'm getting some aromas, like pretty well what I expect, almost like a stout or a porter. So dark, substantial head, a little dark tinge to it. There's not a lot of aroma, but there's a little bit, and once again, it's similar to what I would expect from a porter or a stout. But how's it taste? I would say the taste is stronger than the aroma, and once again, it's pretty well what I expected, kind of like a light version of a stout or a porter. And stouts I find are kind of thick and creamy, some of them. So I'm not getting that. It's more like the consistency of a lager, but the aroma and the taste of a porter or a stout. The chocolate, hints of chocolate and coffee, as they said. So in my opinion, if you've never had a black lager and you're going to try one, for me, I wouldn't expect it to, if I like lagers, like really like lagers, I wouldn't expect to necessarily be in the same category. However, I think if you like porters and stouts and you try one, you'll probably like it. It's my 2 cents on it. Not a bad beer, but I don't think it would be my go-to beer. And that's the same as with, once again, lager or stouts and porters. I like them, but they're not my go-to beer. For me, as I mentioned, there's a time and place. Alright, so I have to give it a rating. My ratings are always out of 5, with a 1 being a drain pour. Don't like it, can't finish it. I'm literally going to pour it down the drain. A 2 would be, yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I'll finish it. A 3 would be a good beer. A 4 would be a very good beer. And a 5 would be the best beer ever. This one, offhand, I'm leaning towards a 2.5. I'll definitely finish it, without a doubt. Would I have another? Possibly, but once again, not something I'd go out of my way for. If somebody gave me one, you know, I'd finish it by all means. Not stuck on 2.5 quite yet. That mouthful, I kind of enjoyed a little bit more than the first. I'm thinking, maybe it's a 3. See if there's anything else there. As I said, 6.1. They give the IBUs, SRMs, and FTUs, and honestly, IBUs are international bitterness units, 50, and honestly, I'm not quite sure if that's high or low. I'm thinking that's really low. SRM, I'm not sure, and FTU, I'm not sure. So if anybody knows, by all means, comment and let me know. And you'll find the video, obviously you're watching, so we're on both YouTube and Facebook, Beer Rating with Sean Connor, so subscribe to the YouTube channel and join us on Facebook. I basically post all the videos there, so either one will work or both. I think I'm going to up that to a 3.0. The more I drink it, the more I'm enjoying it. And it's not like I'm taking little sips. I'm actually taking big gulps, so there you go, 3.0. Hopefully you can join me in my next episode. I still have a few beers left from my beer club. I got there last week, so I still want to do those. And I think I might have 1 or 2 more local beers. So the next couple of weeks we'll get those done. There you go, folks. For the Webber Black Lager from Boomstick 3.0. Until next brew, as always, enjoy responsibly. Cheers.